Dictionaries are a Python data structure that associate keys with values. In the real world, a dictionary associates words with their meanings, so the keys would be the words and the values would be the meanings. Although dictionaries are collections of key-value pairs, they're not sequences because they don't have an order. So abstractly, a dictionary is a collection of these key-value pairs, packaged as one object. We can create an empty dictionary by using curly braces. And within these curly braces, we specify the key-value pairs. A colon separates keys from their values. Here, D is a dictionary that has one key-value pair. In that pair, the key is the string key 1, and the value is the integer 1. We can add any number of key-value pairs, but we need to separate these key-value pairs with commas. The keys can be any immutable type, and we'll talk about exactly what that means later on. Even though the previous two keys were strings, we can also have integers as keys, and values can be any type. So here we have three key-value pairs, key 1, which has value 1, key 2, which has value 2, and 3, which has value 3. In order to get the value associated with a particular key, then we use the same square bracket syntax that we use when indexing lists. So this expression prints out the value associated with key 1. In this case, it prints out 1. If we try to print out the value for a key that doesn't exist, so for example here 1 is a value but isn't one of the three keys in dictionary D, then we get a kind of runtime error called a key error. And here we get a key error saying that dictionary D doesn't have a value associated with the key 1. But if we print D sub 3, then this would print out value 3, because that's the value associated with D sub 3. We can also add new key value pairs by putting an indexing expression on the left-hand side. So here, we're adding a new key value pair that associates key 4 with 4. Or we can modify previous values using the same syntax. So this expression is overwriting the previous value assigned to key 1 to be changed. Now, if we print out D sub key 1, then we get the string changed. It's important to note that dictionaries have no ordering between these key value pairs. It's not that Python actually is randomly shuffling these key value pairs, it just doesn't guarantee any ordering amongst them. So let's say that we have a dictionary that stores information about U of M. We can ask for things like U of M sub-founded, and we get the value associated with that key. But if we ask for the first value, then we get a key error because there is no first value. They're just keys in no particular order. And here, there's no key 0. There are several methods on dictionaries that are useful. So .keys gets a list of dictionary keys. .values gets a list of the values in the dictionary. And .items gets a list of key value pairs. Of these methods, the most important to remember is dictionary.keys, because we can get the values and items as long as we know what the keys are. So if we have our old dictionary and we call .keys on it, then we'll get a list of the keys. Again, there's no guarantees on ordering, so we might get these keys in any order, but we know that they'll all be there in some order. So let's now say that we want to print out every value in our U of M dictionary. To do that, we can loop over all of the keys by using this for loop. So for every key in this list of keys, and in our for loop, we're going to print out the value associated with that key by using indexing. So we have the name of the dictionary, U of M, and then we have open square bracket, and then the key and close square bracket. And this is printing out the value associated with every key. So when the key is enrollment, then UM sub key is 43,625. When key is founded, UM sub key is 1817. When key is colors, UM sub key is the list maize and blue. When key is nickname, then we get value, the value Wolverines, and when key is type, then we get the value public. So we can iterate over all the keys to print out the keys and values as well. So in this example, this line prints out the key, and this line prints out the value associated with that key. And actually, Python allows us to leave out the .keys when we're using a for loop because it loops over the keys by default. Still, it's often good to leave .keys in there to make it clear what we're actually iterating over. So dictionaries are a Python data structure that associate keys with values in no particular order. They have useful methods on them as well, and the most notable one is dictionary.keys.